Good morning, students. Page number 323. Turnover ratio. Exercise sum. From the following information, calculate inventory turnover ratio and inventory conversion period in month. Particulars. Revenue from operation 12 lakhs. Inventory at the beginning of the year 1,70,000. Inventory at end of the year. End means closing year. Beginning means opening year. Purchase made during the year for rupees 6,90,000. Carriage invoice. It is one of the direct expense. Find out for the inventory turnover ratio and inventory conversion method. First of all, find out for inventory turnover ratio. Inventory turnover ratio. What formula for inventory turnover ratio? Cost of revenue from operation divided average inventory. What do you mean by cost of revenue from operation? Equal to opening inventory minus closing inventory plus net purchase plus direct expense this for the cost of revenue from operation. Opening inventory minus closing inventory, add for net purchase, add for direct expense. Now find out for the opening inventory how much rupees. Inventory at the beginning of the year. Beginning means opening. Here how much rupees? 1,70,000. 1,70,000. Minus closing inventory. Inventory at end of the year 1,30,000. Plus net purchase how much rupees? Purchase made during the year 6,90,000 plus direct expense. What are the direct expense? You know for the direct expense, carriage inverse. It is called for direct expense rupees 20,000. Total you less for 1,70,000 minus 1,30,000. Remaining 40,000. This is less. And then you order for 6,90,000 plus 20,000. Total amount 7,50,000. 7,50,000 what amount? Cost of revenue from operation 7,50,000. Then the average inventory. Now find out for average inventory. Average means opening plus closing divided 2. It is called for average inventory. Opening inventory plus closing inventory divided 2. Opening inventory how much rupees? Inventory at the beginning of the year, it is called for beginning means opening 1,70,000 plus closing of the inventory at the end of the year. End means closing. How much rupees? 1,30,000 divided 2. Total 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs divided 2 divided for 1.5. 1.5 means 2 divided 1 remaining 5. Zero automatically odd for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 0 order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 0. Upper answer 1,50,000 for the answer. Order you divided for 3 lakhs divided 2 now order you remain balance amount for 1,50,000 is half of the amount. Divided 2 means half of the amount. Now find out the answer. Inventory turnover ratio equal to inventory turnover ratio cost of revenue from operation divided average inventory. Cost of revenue for operation how much rupees? 7,50,000 divided average inventory how much rupees? 1,50,000. Now divided 40 remaining 15 over 15 15 315 515 75. Five times inventory turnover ratio. Next, calculate inventory turnover ratio and inventory conversion period in month. Already told you for inventory period in month. Month means 12 month. How month means 12 month for the year. How many months in the year? 12 month. Divided inventory turnover ratio how many times? 5 times. अब divided for 2.4 month. 2 years 4 month. 1 5 to 12 automatically 10 remaining 2 automatically order for example 1 5 2 5 into 10 remaining 2 order for 0. 5 into 4 into 5 20 upper 2 years 4 month. It is called for conversion period in month. You simply say for this concept. Now next question. The credit revenue from operation Relevant Limited amount rupees 10 lakhs. It is debtors and bills receivable. Two concept in it is involved. One is debtors, another one is bills receivable. And end of the accounting period, end means closing of the accounting period rupees 1,10,000 and 1,40,000. First starting amount for debtors amount, second amount for bills receivables amount respectively. Calculate trade receivable turnover ratio, first question, and also calculate for period in month. Month means how many years in month? 12 month. Two questions available. Then now find out for the illustration exercise 9. Exercise 9. First of all, what question? Trade receivable turnover ratio. Trade receivable turnover ratio equal to credit revenue from operation divided average trade receivable. Average trade receivable. First of all, credit revenue from operation. How much rupees credit revenue from operation? See the question. Credit revenue from operation. The amount is how much? 10 lakhs. Directly given for the question rupees. How much rupees? 10 lakhs. Automatically taken for the credit revenue from operation 10 lakhs. Next find out for average trade receivable. Average trade receivable. What formula average trade receivable? Average trade receivable means trade receivable equal to debtors plus bills receivable. It is called for trade receivable. Average trade receivable means first of all find out trade receivable. After that you find out for the average trade receivable. First of all find out for the trade receivable. What is the amount? Trade receivable means debtors plus bills receivable. You see the question. How many rupees for the debtors? Debtors and bills receivable and the end of the according period amount for 1,10,000, 1,40,000. It is order. Up trade receivable what amount? Debtors how much rupees? Debtors 1,10,000 plus bills receivable 1,40,000. Our total how much rupees? 2,50,000. It is called for the trade receivable. Now find out the sum. Credit revenue from operation divided average trade receivables. Credit revenue from operation how much rupees? Directly given for the question 10 lakhs. Trade average receivables how much rupees? Trade find out for the trade average rupees 2,50,000. Now find out 140 divided for 40, 125, 425, 100. Upper time for 4 times. 4 times for trade ratio for trade receivable ratio 4 times. Next another question given for the also correct a period in month. You know for the conversion periods. How many months for the year? Second concept. First of all write the formula. Number of months in a year divided inventory turnover ratio. Number of months in the year 12 months for the year. Turnover ratio 4. Now divided for 4 into 12. Upper now 3 months. Periods in conversion methods. Next question. Exercise 10, exercise 11, exercise 12. Homework question for students. Homework 10, 11, 12. Already explained by the illustration sum. Same illustration 10, 11, 12. Adhe exercise sum for the 10, 11, 12 question for the students homework. Now discuss for the page number 317. Advantages of ratio analysis. Advantages of ratio analysis and limitation of the ratio analysis for the discuss for the question. First of all, advantages of ratio analysis. Advantages of ratio analysis. First one, measuring operational efficiency. You measure for the ratio analysis. Efficiency means effectively and accurately evaluate for the or business, any firm evaluate for efficiently and effectively. The ratio analysis help to know for efficiency of the business. You know for the business, your business develop for middle level or high level or moderate level. The help of the ratio analysis, you find out for the profit, find out for the loss, anything efficiency means effectively, accurately develop in business. It is help of the ratio analysis. Second one, finding the relationship between operating cost and revenues. Finding the relationship between operating cost, manufacturing expense, and revenue means incomes. Third one, to present and fast ratio, to comparison for the present fast ratio. You present how much rupees you earn for the business, past year how much rupees you earn business. You compare then newly for the future how much rupees you earn for the business. It is called for the measuring operation efficiency. Second point, measuring financial solvency. The ratio analysis help of the short-term solvency. Short-term solvency means credit, loans. Short-term means less than 1 year. Long-term means more than 1 year. Other solvency means financial solvency, credit facilities provide for the firm. And long-term solvency, long-term loans more than 1 year of the business concern. It is called for the measuring. Measuring means identifying the financial solvency. Identify for the financial facilities, credit facilities provide for the firm. It is the one of the short-term solvency. Another one is long-term solvency, help of the business concern. Concern means institution. Next, third point, facilitating investment decisions. Help of the make the quick decision for the investment. Quick decision for the investment. Ratio analysis help of the management in the effective decision making. The help of the ratio analysis making for the decisions effectively. Suppose you may this year making the more than profit or more than loss or medium term loss and medium term profit. Anything a future what is plan, okay, what is implemented, okay, this is help of the ratio analysis management effective decision making for the more profit for the company. It is help of the profit for the facilitating investment of the decisions. Next, analyze the profitability. Analyzing for the profitability. Ratio analysis help the profitability of the business in the term of sales and investment. How much amount on sales, how much rupees for the investment of the business. It is help of the more profitability of the each and every year of the business. Is ratio analysis the identify help of the profitability of the business. Next one, fifth point, intra-firm of comparison. Intra means within the organization. Compare for the one department to another department within the organization. Suppose for example manufacturing department, sales department, service department, packaging department, within a comparison for the department within the organization, within a company. Help of the comparison. Comparison is the efficiency of the different divisions of the organization. Help of the more competitive, more interactive, more attention of the company is a help of the help of the interest and competition of the comparison of the efficiency organization. Intra means within the organization of the firm. It's a comparison for the one department to another department within the organization. Is motivate for the employees. Last point, intra-firm comparison. Intra means without the organization, one company to compare for the another company. The intra-firm of comparison. The ratio analysis help of the firm to firm of comparison. Help of the. It is a very important for more competitive of the world. New technology used for the help of the sales. New product introduced for the business and introduced for the firm. It is a help of the comparison. How to develop this company is a help of the intra-firm comparison. Next heading, Limitation of ratio analysis. Now discuss for what are the advantages of ratio analysis. First one, operational efficiency. Efficiency will effectively, accurately help of the business. Second, financial solvency. Provide for the short term, long term loan facilities. Provide for the financial solvency. Third one, investment decision. Make the quick decision help of the management investment decision. Fourth one, profitability analysis, help of the business develop for the more and gain the profit. Fifth point, intra comparison within the organization, one department to compare for the another department, same company, is a help of the intra firm comparison. Last point, inter firm, one firm to compare for the another one company to compare for the another company, help of the comparison for the ratio analysis. It is for the important for the advantages. Now what are the limitation? Limitation means demerits, disadvantage of the ratio analysis. First one, ratio are only means is achieve the particular purpose, not for the world level, only for the specific objectives, specific aim, specific purchase, and the particular purchase for the ratio analysis help up is first point. Second point, accuracy of the financial information is a data for only the give for the accountancy information, ratio analysis information only for the accuracy of the information taken financial statement, gain for the financial statement, after that decide for the information for the accuracy. If the statement are inaccurate, only you get for the financial statement, after that decide for the accuracy information. Sometimes if the statement are inaccurate, sometimes statement for the financial statement inaccurate, it is one of the drawback of the financial information. Third point, preparation of financial statement is help of the financial statement. The intra-firm comparison, one firm to another firm, one company to another firm company comparison with the help of the ratio analysis will meaningful only help of the meaningful only. If the firm follow uniform accounting procedures and rules and policies for the company is the help of the financial statement. Financial statement, one point is follow for uniform accounting procedures and norms and rules and regulations. Another one point, the firm inter comparison help of the meaningful only, analyze help of the meaningful only, otherwise don't use for the financial statement. Fourth point, non-availability of the standard norms. It is a non-availability norms and standards is there normally within each and every day, each and every month, each and every year change for the different procedures, different policies is changed. Okay, non-properly follow for the standard norms. Norms means rules and regulation. Only few financial analysts help of universally recognize the standard. Some of the information, some of the financial ratio are help of the universally in a world level standard. Otherwise, ratio analysis comparison with the standard is not possible. Only sometimes some point for the possible. Otherwise, comparison is not possible for the standard facilities. Last point, change in price levels. The ratio analysis may not reflected the price level changes. Ratio analysis help of the not reflected price level changes. Current value are calculated based on the historical data, previous year, past year. What are the rate facilities? What are the price retails? Compare that. Okay, it will decide for the changes for price level. It is not for the based on the not reflected for the changes for the ratio analysis. Next getting profitability ratio, page number 310, profitability ratio. Next new concept sum. The profitability is a ratio help of the asset of the profitability of the business. You know, for the asset of the business, for the profit, it is a help of the analyze earning capacity of the business. How much rupees earn for the this year utilized for the resource for the profitability is a help of. There are gross profit ratio, operating profit ratio, operating cost ratio. Cost means expense. Operating profit ratio, net profit ratio, return on investment. This is for the profitability ratios. First one, gross profit ratio. Gross profit ratio is a proportion of gross profit to net revenue from the operation. This is a help of the net revenue from operation. Proportion of the gross profit ratio. Now give the formula. Gross profit ratio equal to gross profit divided revenue from operation into 100. 100 means percentage. We calculate for the percentage. Now gross profit, how to find out? Gross profit equal to revenue from operation minus cost of revenue from operation. Revenue from operation means only earning the incomes, minus cost of revenue operation, help of the cost means expense you earn for the business. It is a formula. First, based on illustration 13, help of the first. Calculate gross profit ratio in the following information. Revenue from operation rupees 1 lakhs, cost of revenue from operation rupees 80,000, purchase 62,500. Now find out the sum. Gross profit, what formula? Gross profit divided by revenue from operation into 100. Gross profit, what amount? You can see the question directly given for the gross profit. No, okay, only find out gross profit means revenue from operation minus cost of revenue from operation. You decide for revenue from operation how much rupees? Revenue from operation rupees 1 lakhs. You decide for cost, how to find out for the gross profit. Revenue from operation rupees 1 lakhs. Next one, what formula? Minus cost of revenue from operation. You see the question, cost of revenue from operation rupees 80,000. Automatically you divide minus for the 80,000. 1 lakh minus 80,000. Answer, find out for the answer 20,000. It is called for the gross profit. Formula based on gross profit 20,000. Divided revenue from operation directly given for the question. Revenue from operation rupees 1 lakhs divided 1 lakhs into formula based on 100. 100 means percentage. If 20 divided for 20, remaining 1, 2, 3. 30 based on 30 divided, remaining 1 above top of the number 20. Automatically 120, 20 is a 20% for the answer. It is called for the gross profit ratio. Next getting operating cost ratio. Operating cost ratio. Operating cost means manufacturing expense. Cost means expense. Operating, it is called for manufacturing expense. The proportion is certain percentage proportion of operating cost. The revenue from operation, you gain for the more revenue, okay, automatically spend for the cost of expense. It is called for operating cost ratio. Operating cost ratio equal to operating cost divided revenue from operation into 100. Now find out the formula. What do you mean by operating cost? Operating cost, just to explain that, operating cost equal cost of revenue from operation plus operating expense. Operating expense sometimes directly given. Certain time operating expense, sum of the expense, it is called for operating expense. Operating means manufacturing expense. Next, it is called operating cost. Cost means expense. Operating expense sometimes directly given. What formula? Employee benefit expense plus depreciation plus other expense related to office and administrative minus selling and distributions. It is called for the operating cost ratios. Now discuss for illustration 14. Illustration 14. Following the statement of the profit and loss and Maria Limited for the year ended 31st March 2018. Calculate the operating cost ratio. Now see the sum. Here was question, statement of profit and loss. First point, revenue from operation rupees 80 lakhs, other income rupees 20,000. Totally order 8 lakhs 20,000. Total revenue. Second, next one, expenses. Purchase of stock in trade 4,50,000. Change in inventories minus 40,000. Minus means less than this values. Employee benefit expense 22,000. Other expense 68,000. Our total expense how much rupees? 5 lakhs. Profit before tax concept third and fourth. Concept third and fourth profit expense. Find a final answer 3,20,000. This for the question. Additional question given. Notes of the accounts for the additional information sums. Employee benefit expense. Wages, it is direct expense. Salaries, it is the indirect expense. Total expense, how much rupees? Other expenses, administrative expense, selling and distribution expense, loss on sales on fixed asset. Don't consider for this. It is for non-operating items. Don't consider for the loss on sales on fixed asset. 20,000. Total 68,000. This is for the additional information for the question. Now discuss for the first question. What question? The year ender find out for the operating cost ratio. Find out for the operating cost ratio. What formula operating cost ratio? Operating cost ratio means operating cost divided revenue from operation into 100. First of all, decide for the revenue from operation. Revenue from operation directly given for the question. Revenue from operation, how much rupees? The first point, revenue from operation rupees 8 lakhs. Rupees 8 lakhs. You directly take for the revenue from operations. The top of the value, operating cost. Operating at what formula for operating cost? Operating cost means cost of revenue from operation plus operating expense. First of all, you find out for the cost of revenue from operation and operating expense. First of all, find out for cost of revenue from operation. First of all, see the cost of revenue from operation means purchase of stock in trade plus change inventories of the stock in trade plus direct expense. Direct expense means wages already given for the question. Okay. Now cost of revenue from operation. Purchase of stock in made, how much rupees are purchased for the year? Stock means stock for the year. If you see the question, expense side, it is for expense side. Purchase of stock in trade, how much rupees? 4,50,000. You automatically take for the 4,50,000 for the purchase in stock trade. Second one, change in inventories in stock in trade. You see the same question, change in inventories. Change in inventories you for the minus 40,000. It is means less than, above the value, less than for the 40,000. Automatically lastly less than for the 40,000. Next one, direct expense. Direct expense given for the employee expense. Direct means wages. How much rupees? 10,000. Bottom now find it for the 4,50,000. It is for the minus 40,000. Up less for the minus 40,000. For what for total room is 4,10,000 plus 10,000 added. Total for 4,20,000. It is for minus 40,000. It is for already given for the question rupees. We change in inventories rupees minus 40,000. Minus means loss. Automatically less for the this value. Suppose plus you will automatically you add for the formula. It is for now find out for the 4,20,000 for the cost of revenue from operation. Now find out for the first for operating cost. What mean? Operating cost means cost of revenue from operation plus operating expense. Now find out for the already find out for the cost of revenue from operation. Now decide for operating expense. Operating expense means business running expense, administrative expense, selling and distribution expense plus employee benefit expense. Employee benefit means provide for the salaries. This is one of the indirect expense. For administrative expense, see the other expense. Administrative expense rupees 20,000. Then selling and distribution expense, how much rupees? Selling and distribution expense 28,000. And then employee benefit expense, salaries, employee benefit help of the expense 12,000. See the salaries 12,000. About totally added 20,000, 28,000, 48,000, 12,000, 60,000 for the operating expense. Now find out the answer for the operating cost. Operating cost means cost of revenue from operation plus operating expense. Cost of revenue for operation how much rupees? 4,20,000. Operating expense how much rupees? 60,000. Totally order for 4,80,000. இப்போ operating cost how much rupees? 4,80,000. இப்போ now find out the answer. 20 divided 2, remaining 3, 30 divided, remaining 480 divided 8 is the remaining value. We divided for 8 and 6 48, 8 and 6 48, remaining 0 order up automatically 6% for the this question. For next, operating profit ratio. Now decide for the operating profit ratio. Operating profit ratio give the proportion. Proportion means certain percentage, certain vigidapadi. The operating profit to revenue from operation, the indicator for the efficiency of the organization. Operating profit ratio equal to operating profit divided revenue from operation into 100. It is for alternative method for the calculated. Operating profit ratio equal to 100 minus operating cost ratio. 100 minus operating cost ratio. This is alternative method for the operating profit ratio. Then operating profit equal to revenue from operation minus operating cost. Now indicate for the formula operating profit ratio. Illustration 15. Calculate operating profit ratio under the following cases. Case 1. Revenue from operation rupees 10 lakhs. Operating profit rupees 1,50,000. Case 2. Revenue from operation 15 lakhs. Operating cost rupees 12 lakhs. Case 3. Revenue from operation 20 lakhs. Gross profit 30% on revenue from operation and operating expense 4 lakhs. Now find out the sum. Calculate operating profit ratio. Calculate for the operating profit ratio. A question given for the 3 cases. Case 1, case 2, case 3. You separately find out for the each question. Separately you find out for the each case. First case, case 1. Operating profit ratio equal to operating profit divided revenue from operation into 100. This is a very important formula. You know for the revenue from operation, you now decide for the case 1. You see the case 1, revenue from operation how much rupees? 10 lakhs. Automatically find out for the formula. It revenue from operation rupees 10 lakhs. Operating profit how much rupees? You directly given operating profit how much rupees? 1,50,000. About divided for 20 divided, remaining 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 4 0 automatic divided, remaining 1 is thing 15. About 15% for the first case 1. Case 2. Revenue from operation 15 lakhs. Operating cost 12 lakhs. Now find it for the case 2. Operating profit ratio equal to operating profit divided revenue from operation. Revenue from operation directly given for the 15 lakhs. Up automatically you take for the revenue from operation 15 lakhs. Operating profit given the question for the formula for the operating profit. Given the question case 2. Operating cost for the 12 lakhs. First of all, you find it for the operating cost, operating profit. After that, you see the find out the formula. Now decide for the operating profit. You find out operating profit. Find out what formula? Revenue from operation minus operating cost. In a question given for the only the operating cost. Apart revenue from operation how much rupees? Revenue from operation 15 lakhs minus operating cost how much rupees? 12 lakhs. 15 lakhs minus 12 lakhs 3 lakhs. It is called for the operating profit. Now directly apply for the 3 lakhs divided revenue from operation 15 lakhs into 100. 20 divided, remaining 1, 2, 30 divided, remaining 15. 15 suppose you take for the 2-digit number of 15 into 2, 30, remaining 0. Up 20% for the case 2. Now find out for case 3. Revenue from operation rupees 20 lakhs. Cross profit 30% on revenue from operation. What meaning? You take for the revenue from operation 30% for the cross profit. And from revenue from operation how much rupees? Revenue from operation 20 lakhs. If you find it for the 20 lakhs, you take for the 30% amount. Then operating expense 4 lakhs. Operating expense 4 lakhs. Now find out case 3. Operating profit ratio equal to operating profit divided revenue from operation. Operating revenue from operation how much rupees? You directly given for the revenue from operation 20 lakhs. You take for the 20 lakhs. Revenue operating profit how much rupees? Operating profit not given for the directly. First of all, you find out for the gross profit. After that, we find it for the operating profit. First of all, find it for the gross profit. Gross profit what formula? What formula? 20 lakhs. Gross profit take for the 30% on revenue from operation. Revenue from operation how much rupees? 20 lakhs. You take for the 20 lakhs. They how many percentage? 30%. About 30 divided 100. It is called for percentage. About divided for 10. Divided 10, remaining 3:2 6. Up order for 1 2 3 4 5 0. It directly up order rupees how much rupees? 6 lakhs. 6 lakhs for the gross profit. Now operating profit you find out for the operating profit. Operating profit means gross profit minus operating expense. Question given for the only for the operating expense. अब gross profit minus operating expense. Gross profit how much rupees? Gross profit 6 lakhs. Now we find out. Then operating expense given for the question 4 lakhs. You take for the 4 lakhs. 6 lakhs minus 4 lakhs 2 lakhs. It is called for the operating profit. Now directly find out operating profit 2 lakhs. Revenue from operation 20 lakhs into 100. Now find the answer. 20 divided for 20, remaining 1 2 3 4 0, order 40. About 2 star divided for 2 into 1 1, remaining 0. Take for the 10%. Now net profit ratio. Now for the net profit ratio, the net profit ratio is a percentage of net profit revenue from operation. It is calculated under net profit ratio equal to net profit after tax. Net profit after tax divided revenue from operation into 100. Net profit after tax what formula? Gross profit plus indirect income minus indirect expense minus tax, or net profit after tax revenue from operation minus cost of revenue from operation minus operating expense minus non-operating expense plus non-operating incomes minus tax. It is for the another formula. Now illustration 16. Now illustration 16. From the following details, business concern calculate net profit ratio. Calculate for the net profit ratio. Here the question: revenue from operation 3,50,000. Cost of revenue from operation 1,50,000. Administrator expense 50,000. Selling expense 10,000. Now find out what question? Calculate net profit ratio. First of all, you write the formula for net profit ratio. What formula? Net profit after tax divided revenue from operation into 100. So revenue from operation how much rupees? It directly given the question. Revenue from operation 3,50,000. Net profit after tax what formula? Net profit after tax already given for the formula. Net profit after tax equal to revenue from operation minus cost of revenue from operation minus administrative expense minus selling expense. It is called for the net profit formula. Now revenue from operation how much rupees? Revenue from operation 3,50,000 take minus cost of revenue from operation how much? Cost means revenue means income, or to take for income means lesser for the expense. What are the expense? Only gain for the incomes. What are the expense? It is for less. First of all, take the 3,50,000 less for expense. Cost means expense revenue operation 1,50,000. Administration expense 50,000. Selling expense 10,000. If totally you added, then you less for the 3,50,000. Or directly less for the 3,50,000. 1,50,000, 50,000, 10,000. What answer? 1,40,000 for net profit. Suppose formula is revenue from operation minus cost of revenue operation, operating expense, non-operating expense, non-operating income, less tax. Suppose less for the tax, not consider that question, not given for the less tax. You automatically no tax payable. It is same for cross profit. Either formula you use for the now decide for the net profit 1,40,000. Note, it is assumed that there is no tax payable. This is no tax payable. Up in order, don't consider for the taxes. Now find it for the answer. Revenue from operation 3,50,000. Net profit after tax. Net profit after tax 1,40,000. You see the 1,40,000 into 100. Now divide for the formula. 20 divided remaining 120 order, remaining value 1,400 remaining balance part of the value 35. You directly divided for the suppose 35 into 4, 35 into 4 140 above 4, 35 into 4 140 remaining 0 order for above 40% for value for the net profit ratios. Last heading, page number 316, last heading, 5th, return on investment. Return on, shortly write ROI, return on investment. Return on investment, so the proportion certain percentage of the net profit, interest and tax for the shareholders fund for the long term debt. What formula? Return on investment, net profit for interest and tax. Net profit is now certain time decided for the after interest and tax, certain time before interest and taxes, divided capital employee into 100. Capital employee equal to capital. You see the capital employee means shareholder fund plus non-current liabilities. Now see the sum. Illustration 19. From the following the balance sheet, Bahu Limited as on 31st March 2018 particulars. Equity and liabilities. Equity means shareholder capital, reserve and surplus. Non-current liabilities, long-term borrowings. Current liabilities, trade payable. Other current liabilities, short-term provisions. Now additional information. Net profit before interest and tax was rupees 20. Directly given. What formula? Net profit before interest and taxes is directly given for the net profit before interest tax rupees 25,000. What question? Find out, calculate return on capital employed for the year. Return on capital employed for the year. Return on capital employed for the year. Now find out the sum. Return on investment, other return on capital employed. Net profit before interest and taxes up directly given for the question. Net profit for interest and tax 25,000. You take for the 25,000 divided capital employee. How much rupees? Capital employee. What in formula? Capital employee means capital employee equal to shareholder fund plus non-current liabilities. You decide for the shareholder fund. Shareholder fund means shareholder capital 70,000, reserve and surplus 25,000. It is for the shareholder funds plus non-current liabilities. See the non-current long-term borrowing 30,000. Now the find out the formula. Capital employee equal to shareholder fund plus reserve and surplus plus long-term borrowings 70,000 given for the question. 70,000 reserve and surplus 25,000 add for the long-term borrowing 30,000. Total 1,25,000. Now find out for the capital employee 1,25,000. do 0 divided, remaining 1 0 divided, remaining value 2500 divided 125. 125 into 225, 250. Remaining value 0. अब I take for the 20% for the return on investment. Thank you.